Number... There's a little dot, is that okay?
Wally, like the Wally Wally. The highlight actually of this place,
Hi!
Hi gal, I'm Sophia if it's your first time.
And I'm Adam.
It's his first time.
I guess. So where are we exactly located? We're in Florence, Italy. And we're on the edge of Florence, city called Settignano. And it's absolutely gorgeous out here. You can see just a little bit of a glimpse of it, but our villa is incredible, and it butts right up to a huge park that I go walk and run every day while my wife sleeps in. We've decided, after staying in Florence for about a month, to share with you our top 10 things that we've done as a family. Now, this video is perfect for you if you're coming to Florence with younger children maybe 10 and under, and we'll share with you our top 10 things to do in Florence with kids.
Number one. I'll put all the description of everything.
Vincigliata Adventure Park.
So we don't have a car. We mainly or using buses or we are walking. It took us 58 minutes climbing
straight up a mountain.
Straight up a mountain. If you coming with little kids, have a car is the best. Otherwise, just take an Uber or a taxi. So take you like around 20 minutes.
It's great for all ages, actually. Really, really ideal for kids, once again, 10 and under. There's different ropes courses that you can do, but for younger kids, it's really low. It's super safe. I mean, we're talking it's 3-4 feet off the ground. It's super fun. Both of our kids loved it. Mila's 6 years old. Leo's 8 years old. There are all these different rope courses that you can go through, and at the end there's a zip line on 2 of them that our kids were able to do.
Okay, if you're 90 centimeters and down, sorry, you will pay 13 euros. You are 160 centimeters in long, you will be paying 17 euros. And really, they really making sure that you understand how to do it, that you click one, click the other, you don't unclick both. Safety is very important. They have people speaking English there, so they gave us a really good explanation about how to do it. As adult, you have a lot of things to do here, there as well. It's not just for kids. You're adventurous and looking for something fun to do and really cool zip line. So the price for adults is 24 euros. So all these prices and all this adventure park, you buy a ticket for 4 hours. You can do it as many times as you want, but it's just for 4 hours.
And there is some food available, not too many options, but they have kind of like microwavable pasta, some gnocchi, some ice cream cones. It was decent. So I would highly recommend, actually, if you go there it would save you money and you'd probably eat better food, is to pack a little picnic. And they have picnic benches there, and you could bring your own food, bring a backpack, and sit there and eat. Make sure it's open. Because many places are only open on the weekends, or they take a break from 1:30 to 3:30, something like that every day, or they don't open until later. Some days they're totally closed.
I think it depends on the season you go. Just make sure you check that the park is open before you go. And if you want to see a little bit more from this park, check this video here.
All right,
number 2.
Interactive Leonardo da Vinci Museum was, all of these were highlights, but this was a huge highlight on our trip in Italy, for adults and for kids. I didn't realize, I don't think Sophie understood as well, how many things Leonardo da Vinci invented and created. I knew a little bit about him, but I was blown away by all of the different inventions and machines and everything that he was able to do in his life. And when you go into this museum, why is it fun? Why is it perfect for children? Because they actually get to touch and interact with every single machine that's in there, basically.
They just say that, remember, the machines are not toys, so they really want the family, the parents, to be supervising the kids because get hurt. So just make sure that you are close enough to your kids. Like you can have kind of the blueprints and you can see, and his drawing.
His sketches of them.
His sketches.
He was a really, really interesting guy. It's also a very affordable little trip to do as a family. So if you can tell you the prices, I can't remember.
Okay, it's $8 per adult, it's $7 per kid. They have a family ticket. I think it's costed 28 euros. We didn't know about it.
You don't need to have a super long time, but you could definitely spend at least an hour, maybe longer in there. And it's a place for your children to really understand about Italy and Florence and history of the world and inventing you cannot miss the Leonardo
This
da
is the
Vinci
must, probably on our list. I didn't even realize how amazing. You have these tables there inside that you can, you use these pieces of wood and you need to create your...
Number 3. This is a little bit
It's my
ridiculous to talk about since we are in Italy, in Florence, in Tuscany. There's so much good food here in Italy. But there might come a time on your trip when your kids, or you, are craving maybe a burger, maybe a malt, an old school malt, a milkshake.
Or just feel somewhere else.
Or just get a little bit different experience. So we went to this place.
As we were walking, we were going to McDonald's.
And it's called the
1950 American Diner. And it's amazing as it sounds. So when you go inside, you will be blowing away. Like your mind, it's like, it's so big. Let's start from it's so big, so colorful. All the couches, all the tables, all the pictures on the wall.
Keeps going back. There's a little play area for kids. There are some video games, pinball, air hockey, a little basketball, shooting game, which I set the high score, obviously, like I do everywhere I go.
One more thing, if you are in Florence and you are looking for crunchy peanut butter, this is the place for you. They sell there at the bar, crunchy peanut butter. We can't ever find crunchy peanut butter.
Mountain Dew.
And Mountain Dew. And it's just €5.
You'll see a statue of Marilyn Monroe outside. That's how we found it.
All right, yeah.
Number 4. This one is not a big surprise. You've seen this on probably every video and every website that you've looked at, but you should not skip this. Carousel. Now I feel like I'm saying it wrong.
Sorry.
It's from like the early 1900s, maybe 1900, I can't remember. It's very, very affordable. You can buy one token, one little chip.
Hey guys, so this is the tokens that we're talking about in the video. You need to buy tokens. Let's go to see the prices. So you can buy 6 tokens for €5, 13 tokens for €10, 20 tokens for €15, and 28 tokens for €20. Each ride you need to use 1 token.
I think our daughter Mila has gone on the carousel at least
100 times?
20 times, maybe 30 times. Really cool. It's a perfect place to sit there and people watch. Buskers are there playing music. Often people are there painting, selling their paintings and stuff like that. It's a really, really good place just to go sit back and relax. There's a great bookstore right across from there, and restaurants and stuff. So definitely
yes,
gotta check
if
it
you're
out.
looking for English books, this is amazing location. If you look for English books for kids, because we're traveling for a long time and we're trying to read our kids' books every night, so we found these 2 amazing, ginormous bookstores, and they actually have a pretty good section of English books. Good enough.
One much more than the other one, but for kids' books, but they both are huge and they're really fun to explore. And
we love bookstores, so we kind of looking for them. We went to the Buca Buca.
Casa de
Libros in Malaga. Anyways, the location is amazing. Lots of restaurants, lots of bars, lots of painting, like Adam mentioned. Really beautiful. We found this. One day we were walking there and we saw this amazing singer.
So far, most of the street performers are gonna knock your socks off. Number 5.
You can find the Lego store. If you're just walking on the streets and your kids like whining and they need something to do, they're tired, they can't walk anymore. This is the place you need to go inside.
They have 2 tables, one for free where you can play with Legos. One table you can build little figurines, little people, and you can buy those.
But you don't have to.
You don't have to. They let you play with them. I think it's like €9 for 3 figurines, I believe. Little people. It's a little
expensive, but
that's not horrible for that. But the Legos in general are pretty expensive, and they have all kinds of different sets there that are awesome. And the other table has bigger blocks, Lego blocks, that you can sit there for younger kids and just use. And then there's a third place where you can interact with the Legos that Sophie liked the most.
It was my favorite. So they have a ginormous wall that you can create so you can write anything you want. I absolutely enjoyed, as an adult, to playing in the Lego store.
It's a great place just to pop in, like
Just to take
Sophie
a
was
small
saying. If you
short.
need a little break, they welcome people. People come in there and just look at stuff.
We didn't buy anything. We
Yeah.
just played inside the store,
Yeah.
and we went there more than one time.
Yep. And if you want to buy Legos, you like Legos, you can find all kinds of sets that you probably can't find anywhere else. Number 6.
If you're Chinese, number 6.
Number 6. Surprise, surprise. Another toy store. Now this toy store is
Amazing.
really cool. It's called Dreoni Toy, and I do not think I'm saying that correctly. When you see this toy store, you think, okay, it's just one little store you go in, but there's a labyrinth that you can follow.
It's like a La La
And there are
Land.
all kinds of different sections with toys. Just to kind of walk through there and look at toys, and if you need to buy, if your kids want to get a toy, but it's a really cool experience just to go through the whole thing and check it out.
You can play there, like
Also have a little Lego table in there that you can sit and play at.
it's really fun. They have a whole section. It's divided by the Lego section and the puzzle section, and the girl section is like a 2 little floor of Barbies, and they have these amazing strollers. Like it's expensive. Like the stroller was like 170 euro, but it's like a real thing. And they have the real babies. Like I don't know if you.
Life on a farm in Tuscany.
Store is open 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and then they taking a break and they reopen it at 3:30 until 7. You really need to check because Sunday hours is a little bit shorter. They don't open it in the morning. They just open it from 3 to 7. And and on Tuesdays, do not go to the store because the store will be closed.
Firenze, diamo spazio alla tua fantasia.
Number 7. Okay, so number 7, it's a really fun place. We found another park.
An amusement park for little kids.
Mambobimbo Park. They have a few rides. They have the roller coaster. It's like a ladybug and it's really fun and it's not scary. You barely need even to buckle yourself. They have these cups that turning around.
A little teapot poured in the pot.
Anyways, they have the bumpy cars, trampoline. In the middle of the park, you have like, what do you call them? These horses and stuff that you put just a penny and then it's just moving.
Yeah.
Yeah. For all these big rides.
14 coins for 10 euros or 30 coins for 20 euros. Some rides take 1 coin, some rides take 2 coins. Another great place to go if your kids just need a little break to go jump around and breathe a little bit from maybe so many museums and just walking around and things like that.
Right, and they have another area in the park that is just the bouncy house. It's cost again 6 euros. You can spend there as much time as you want. There is no limit time for the bouncy house. Just remember one thing, you have to bring sacks.
They do sell them there if you forget.
Just for 1 euro, so it
they're
wasn't
pretty
too
cheap,
bad,
but-
very cheap. Check out this video. I created one video of the park so you can see exactly how it's look. I think it's recommended if you have really little kids, maybe 10 and under, maybe even 9
This
and
is the
under.
only place, to be honest, that if you look on Google, did not have the best reviews.
But it
at
was
like
really fun.
3.7, but we enjoyed it and had a great
Sometimes
time.
you have to check it out by yourself and not always trust the reviews. Because
Number
8.
Patolino Park. Parco de Patolino. Now this place is fantastic. This place many people do not go to. This place is absolutely free. It's only open from April through October and on the weekends. You can take a bus, a regular bus ticket will get you there. You
Euro
might have to
50.
take 2 buses. From the center of Florence, it'll probably take you about 45 minutes to get there. And it is absolutely fabulous. You walk around. It's a great place to have
It's
a picnic.
big.
There's also a couple restaurants in this little city that are really, really, really fabulous. Just walk around and explore. I won't ruin it for you. You can Google if you want to see, but historically it's a very interesting place, and it's been there for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. I believe that area was built in the 1500s, something like that, by the Duke of Tuscany. It's really, really cool. It's a great place for kids. It's got beautiful views. It's free. Highly recommend.
And it's not too far away. It took us maybe 45 minutes to
Yeah.
get there after we needed to change like 2 buses.
Yep.
But if you are in a center area, you probably can just do it in 1 bus.
But we're out here in Settignano.
Right now, we're going to give you a few bonus you should know before coming to Florence, with kids, without kids, with your grandma.
Yes. The first tip that you have to remember, we met a few travelers who did not do this.
And you can pay a very
When
big
you
fine.
ride on a bus, okay, you can buy strips of bus tickets from tobacco shops, from little kiosks. So you should buy strips of them, like 10 for 14 euro. Every time you get on the bus, you need to validate it. There's a little yellow machine. Sophie will put a little video. She's got pictures of that in video. And you need to validate it.
You have to hear the click, click.
We had 3 different occasions in the past month where people got on the bus and were checking people's tickets. Now, most people will not be validating their tickets because most people who live here just have an app on their phone and they don't need to do that. But for tourists, or especially tourists who are not from Europe or from Italy, you can't, as far as we know, you need to have like an Italian number to get those apps, to get that app. You have to buy bus tickets. If you have a child that's under
1 meter.
1 meter.
It's not according to the age, it's
Once
height.
Again, Italy does not like to go by age, they like to go by height. They are free. Tuscany, it's different than other places in Italy. All over Italy, you have to do this. You have 70 minutes from when you validate it, where you could use that ticket, hop onto another bus.
So you can take as many buses as you want, as long as you're in the 90 minutes.
But in Tuscany, it's 90 minutes.
Yes.
So everywhere else in Europe, everywhere else in Italy, it's 70 minutes. But in Tuscany, where Florence is, it's 90 minutes.
Yes.
I'm sure we do.
Yes, okay.
Yalla, bye.
Okay, so number
3, 2,
2,
1.
1.
Number.
Okay.
Ready, set.
3, 2, 1. 1 second.
Real quickly, are those little white stuff on your screen there, the little dot? Is that okay?
We have in one of the Wally. How do you say it?
We gotta work on your W's and your V's.
Vili.
Valley.
Valley.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's not even. It's not. It doesn't have either of those. It's an alley.
Okay, let's go again. More, you can find the Lego store. There is more than one Lego store.